In fact, we have been joined by Samir Shah as well of NCDEX to discuss the same. Samir, to start off with, firstly, in terms of where allowing options trading has been approved by SEBI, your first thoughts on the same?
Very positive. We are very positive about this announcement, and I think SEBI has taken a great step forward in the reform process of the commodity derivatives market. We compliment SEBI, and we are excited about opportunities coming from there.
So, do you see a major volume boost coming in terms of where trading is concerned?
Eventually, yes, but it would be a step-by-step approach. SEBI and the exchanges would like to take this one step at a time. Given that this is a new instrument, a lot of investor education and awareness will need to be done as far as options is concerned, because it's never been available as an instrument for commodity markets. So it will be a step-by-step, cautious, one step forward kind of an approach. But eventually, once the awareness is built, critical mass is established, and early successes have been demonstrated, I think the volumes will certainly grow.
Mr. Shah, it definitely should be enthusing for the investors in the NSE company as such, and for the entire commodity market as such. But my first question to you would be, at present, are the exchanges ready in terms of the clearing corporation, the clearing arrangements? Because it's a announcement of two types. One is combining the equity and commodity basically in terms of the trading terminals, and also secondly introducing options in commodity trading. So are the clearing corporations, the arrangement for clearing both equity and commodity simultaneously, is that already in place?
So both the exchanges, both the key commodity exchanges, NCDEX and ourselves, my understanding is that we are at very advanced stages of setting up our own clearing corporations. I think NCDEX has already applied. We are at very advanced stages of doing that ourselves. We have already got an internal subsidiary called NCCL, which provides clearing services to the exchange. We will soon be looking to turn that into a regulated entity under SEBI. So we are at fairly advanced stages of setting up clearing corporations. So we think we'll be ready at the right time.
Right. Samir, if you could just tell us additionally, how will options be settled in terms of these markets? Because unlike in the equity market, SEBI does not actually regulate the cash market in commodities.
Based on the initial discussions that we've had with SEBI, although we need to wait for the final guidelines from SEBI, which will come now that now that the board has approved the launch of options, our understanding is that they will settle in the underlying futures contract. So there will be options on the underlying futures contract, and they will. So at the expiry of the options contract, they will terminate into creation of a position of the underlying futures contract. Is our understanding.
Right. So is it right to say that, the option prices will be majorly influenced with the future contract prices?
I mean, eventually there will be convergence at the time of expiry. And up until expiry, options will, capture the volatility because it's a great risk management tool that is built for managing volatility of prices. So it will have its own sort of price discovery process based on the volatility. But at the time of expiry, that convergence will start to happen between options and futures.
So, Mr. Shah, I have to ask you, over the next 6 to 9 months, what is going to happen first? Introduction of new commodities as trading instruments, or basically options actually would be getting introduced much faster? Or actually, as we know, SEBI actually was encouraging establishment of warehouses so that the basically delivery-based trading could also actually get accelerated in commodity trading. What is going to happen first, and how much time do you think for a full-fledged option trading mechanism is going to take?
So on the first and the third point, which is new commodities, and the last point that you made, which is about warehousing, SEBI has already taken significant steps in that. A lot of initiatives last year were about strengthening risk management, strengthening the warehousing process and the warehousing regulations. So a lot of that SEBI has already done, which are looking pretty robust right now. On launching new commodities, SEBI has also been giving approvals over the last few months on new commodities, so that process is underway. That leaves the introduction of options. Now that the SEBI board has announced, the approval for launching of options, we believe that in the next few months, we should see the first few options getting listed and traded on commodity exchanges.
And Samir, a quick word: do you think FIs and FPIs will be able to, invest in commodity options?
I think that's, as I mentioned earlier, SEBI would probably take a step-by-step approach. There have been discussions with SEBI through its advisory committee about allowing new participants, and that I believe is under consideration by SEBI, but SEBI will do it at the right time, one step at a time, kind of an approach.
Right. All right, Samir. Thank you for speaking to BTVi and giving us all the details as well. In fact, thank you, Piyush, as well, for joining us and decoding what this actually means in terms of listed players like MCX as well as the brokerage houses are concerned. This will be one space that we will be watching out for in tomorrow morning session as well. But just a quick recap that the single license regime for brokers has been approved as per our sources. And secondly, they've approved option trading in commodity derivatives. And thirdly, they are looking to bar NRI investments via P modes. Three major pointers that we have picked up in terms of whether SEBI board meet is concerned. In fact, that's a wrap. Lots more lined up on the other side. Please stay tuned and thanks for watching.